The president of the Spanish Football Association has refused to resign over his behaviour at the Women's World Cup final. He has been heavily criticised for kissing player Jennifer Hermoso on the lips during post-match celebrations. Spain's women's football team is refusing to play matches until he is removed.
A moment, a kiss, and the question of consent laid bare once again on an international stage. Now, Luis Rubiales is refusing to step down as president of the Spanish Football Federation after kissing player Jennifer Hermoso at the Women's World Cup final in Sydney.
Do you really think I deserve this hunt? People demanding my resignation? Is this so serious for me to have to resign, having done the best management of Spanish football? Do you think I need to resign? Because let me tell you something, I'm not going to resign. I am not going to resign. I am not going to resign.
He delivered a vociferous defence to an apparently supportive and predominantly male audience at the Spanish FA's extraordinary meeting in Madrid.
She was the one who lifted me up, who brought me close to her body. We hugged and I told her, forget about the penalty, you've been great. We wouldn't have won this World Cup without you. She replied, you're an ace. And I asked her for a kiss and she said, okay.
He described fake feminism, said the kiss was consensual and claimed he's the victim of a witch hunt. But did apologise for this, grabbing his crotch while celebrating Spain's 1-0 win over England. Initially, Hermoso was asked about the kiss on a live feed post-match. She appears to jokingly tell her teammates, I didn't like it. But a later statement defended Rubiales. The Women's World Cup winning side have now refused to play until he quits, while the head of Spain's Women's Football Committee stepped down, saying he felt uncomfortable during Rubiales' speech.
I gave my decision to my board of directors last Wednesday and they all agreed. Some of them even told me that if that hadn't been my opinion, they wouldn't walk this path with me. And I want to be able to look people in the eye.
Lioness Jess Carter says the controversy has overshadowed Spain's footballing success. Do you think he should have resigned, that he should have bowed down to pressure?
Yeah, I think so personally. I don't think that someone with that much power should be able to act like that, and for him to not recognise and acknowledge what he's done and how unacceptable it is, for me, is even worse. I think the fact that he's trying to argue it and say, make it okay, I think is even worse than ultimately apologising and acknowledging his mistake.
Rubiales' resistance to stepping down has been met with widespread condemnation. This post from Spain's second Deputy Prime Minister calling for his suspension. As Rubiales vows to clear his name, this is increasingly a distraction from what it all should have been about. Adele Robinson, Sky News.